Hey everyone, December 6th, 2023. I want to welcome to the Zoom tonight my good friend Debbie Primeau, and she's going to share her thoughts around the home-based business industry, but also kind of entering into this business, not knowing a lot about the collectible industry. So one of the things that we're going to talk a little bit about tonight is why collect direct, why now, number one, and number two, how it makes good business sense. So Debbie, let's talk to you first and foremost. Business sense for you, being somebody who's been in business, done some trade show work in the past with jewelry and other things. Just this weekend, I understand you did the very first effort understanding this industry at a trade show. Maybe I'll let you talk a little bit and share your thoughts about what you found out and how excited you are coming out of this past weekend.
Okay, I'd love to do that. This weekend, I did a Christmas craft show in our local area, and I didn't know what to expect at all because I'm not a collector. I'm in the collectibles business, but I am not a collector. And first and foremost, what I found is people so willing to share their stories with me. And I didn't even have to spark the conversation most of the time. They started the conversation because they would see something that I had on display at the booth and start sharing stories from their past, stories that were near and dear to their heart about how their collection started or how grandma started their collection. And a couple of the stories they shared with me, one guy, and I don't understand this, he said he wasn't a Wayne Gretzky fan. So every Wayne Gretzky card he had, he used to put it in the spokes of his bike. And I thought, who on earth would do that? Then there was another gentleman, he shared this story about, he said, I have this near and dear treasure to my heart. He had a Jacques Plante hockey shirt. I think he said it was autographed, and it was from somewhere in the 50s and the 60s. And he said it was a wool sweater. So that triggered me to want to go see who's Jacques Plante, because I had no idea, and learned that he was one of the very first hockey players to ever wear a mask. So there was fun, great education, and all these heartwarming stories that we heard. One other lady, she shared a story about her Barbies. Her daughter, she had collected this Barbie for her daughter, and her daughter got a hold of the scissors, opened up the Barbie, the collectible Barbie, cut the Barbie's hair off, then proceeded to cut her own hair off to try and match the Barbies. And this was a week before school pictures. So it was just fun. And I just found it not intimidating at all. Because at first I thought, how am I going to do this? I know nothing about collecting. I'm a gift giver. I know a lot. I'm attached this way because of all the fond memories that things from the past bring, like the music, all the clothing styles, like everything from the past to me is very cool, relatable, and I find it very heartwarming. So trying to tie these two together, it ended up coming to fruition for me this weekend when I could see these stories that people were telling, because it did the exact same thing for them. It brought back those heartwarming memories, and they shared them with me on how they displayed their collection, where their collection is now, if they still have it, if it's going to be handed down, all the different varieties of things that people collected. So it was really, really cool experience and a lot of great storytelling.
So Debbie, one of the things that you shared with me is you understand in business sometimes acquiring a customer is one of the most important thing to do as a business owner, and sometimes we use it what we call loss leaders. In this collectible space, there's a unique way to do it with our collectdirectcards.com program, where you can buy any one of the postcards, and you chose to buy one of the postcards. Maybe describe how you did that in that market and what that did for you.
I did a couple different things with the postcards, and I think the postcards are fantastic. They're such an incredible tool. So they're two-sided. They have all the information you need in regards to Collect Direct. I don't have to say anything. It's all right here. And I'm giving them a free gift. How many companies do that? So I brought some in with the Flames. This is Lanny McDonald. I brought some in with Grant Fuhr, Edmonton Oiler. I'm in Alberta, obviously. So I brought Oilers and Flames in because we have two hockey teams. And I also brought some baseball players from the 1920s. And I learned a little bit of a difference here between collectors and people who are fans of different teams. Because I would say to them, how would you feel if I give you a free card? And they're like, really? And I said, well, would you prefer a Flames or an Oilers card? And the collectors would say, we don't care. We just collect cards. And the fans would say, oh, definitely Oilers or definitely Flames. So I learned a little bit of a difference there. And the value they perceived I was giving them was huge, because the looks on their faces, like, you're going to give me that? And we did that. And then we had Pokemon cards. And we did the Pokemon cards, and we did it upside down, and we opened it up, and we let the kids pick a free Pokemon card, but they couldn't see what they were getting. So we're adding joy to the child. And then the parents were like, you just gave my kid a card. How cool is that? Thank you. So what we found during the weekend is, not only did this appeal, these collectibles, to the kids, it appealed to the women, and it appealed to the men. So it was like, there's different generations that we're looking at, grandma and grandpa and all the different generations of people that like collectibles. So I found this a valuable tool, and I was proud as a peacock to be able to hand this to somebody who has a tool like this. Third-party validation. I don't have to say anything.
So
The
the
website's
beautiful
right
thing,
on here.
the beautiful thing about that, it has a QR code on that card, and it's attached to your username, which is attached to your site that you paid $9.98 to be a partner of. And that's Collect Direct. So Debbie, you've had a lot of fun. I see you working with your husband now with this company. And I think you said that's one of the big fun things that you're doing as well. Wouldn't you say?
Yes, I think it's a big plus and a bonus that we found something that we can do together. We can actually do with our grandkids. Our grandkids are saying, do you have Funko Pops? And we're going, yeah, we got Funko Pops, like all the different cool, fun things. So it's all the different generations. But to be able to do this with my husband and find something that we can work at together and be amongst all you guys has just been absolutely fantastic. So yeah.
Well, Debbie, I know you are looking forward to 2024, and we're at the tail end of 2023. This company has been growing quickly, and we're tweaking and changing things. I mean, from when you started to now, where you see it today, have you seen incredible progress, and are you excited about 2024?
I've seen a huge progress, and for 2024, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like. It's just been, we're just at the beginning stages, and 2024 is going to be awesome. I feel that this is mine and Steve's forever home or forever family. Like, we're very happy, and it's such a good fit. And we're so pleased with the company and the people that are here, the tools that are provided for us. It's amazing. So I can't even imagine what it's going to be like 1 year from today.
And that is what I get excited about, is that we are just at the baby step form of this company. Yes, we are growing, but nobody knows our name yet. And our goal is to make us a household name and a brand that people are going to trust when they buy. And last question, Debbie, much of your buying that you're doing for your own Christmas gifts and things like that, are you finding things on our shopping cart that you can purchase that you can give away?
I sure am. I've one of the things I love doing is I love the dugout, and the dugout is one of the packages that we have, and I'm able to give those little items away. I love the dugout. It's like a nice variety of stuff. There's all kinds of goodies on there. Like, I brought in a few Barbies to be able to display at the show, and some Pez. Who doesn't like Pez? Like, we have not just trading cards, it's a little bit of everything, and I love the wide variety. And there's great ideas on there for gift giving, stocking stuffers, all kinds of goodies.
Well, Debbie, I'm going to jump into a little bit of a presentation to give people an idea of a business case for this. I mean, I'm a traditional businessman first. I mean, I will say when I look at this, just let me know. Can you see that screen, by the way?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. So let me just share with all of you. I mean, we have videos that you can send out to people from an app that now is downloadable in your membership for $9.98. We also have, and I'm not going to kind of give you that, but I want to kind of touch on the business case. You know, this industry, the home-based business industry, is not going away. It's been around for a long time. There's companies that have been around since the 50s and so on in this industry of the home-based business. And some people don't understand that, but it's just another form of distribution. I just want everybody to understand, like, you can think about somebody that goes and buys online, or they buy at a Costco, or they buy at a retail store, or they buy on Amazon, or they buy from their friend who's having a party, selling their candles or selling something. Those are distribution channels. That's the home-based business that we're in, because we're opening up a model that's never been done before. You see, when you look at the industry, this is a good chart to give you how big it really is. There's millions and millions of independent home-based business owners that have a position in just these companies alone here. Never mind the other 800 others out there that are not even on this list. But, look at Avon. Everybody knows that name. It's a household name. I believe my mom was an Avon lady back in the day. 6.4 million people around the globe. When I think of a business case, you see, I don't see any names on here that are a collectible company. Okay, that's the first one I go, that's a good story. Then I look at the world around me and where the age is of people getting involved in this industry. And it's the same age that are buyers of new homes, buyers of things that are looking for adding to that home. They're looking for cash flow, they're looking for extra ways to make money. That's the home-based business industry. But I also realize that the 55 plus crowd isn't much smaller than that group, right? I mean, we're talking 23% of the population where I would be in are still wanting to be involved here. Why? Because we want to provide for our grandkids. We want to provide for our families and not downsize to a situation where you don't have a good lifestyle. We want to be able to maintain a nice lifestyle, maybe not as big a home, but we want to be able to provide and have a legacy. That's where this industry allows you to think. And then if you attach that to where is, the point, click, share mentality of the world, go online and shop. It's happening regularly now, right? It's growing every year. So I mean, when they talk about $8 trillion worth of e-commerce is going to be done by the year 2027, and currently, in 2023, it's like 5.8 trillion. It's not stopping. People are going to go and buy online around the world. And where are they finding out about these things? They're finding out about them on Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn and other platforms like TikTok and Pinterest. And the social media allows people from their home to touch people. And that's a business case for the home-based business more today than it was 50 years ago, 40 years ago, 30 years ago. See, Facebook's not been around all those years. It really only came along like 15 years ago. When Facebook started in the last 10 years, it's developed into quite a medium of letting people see ideas that others are excited about. So when I think about that, I go, wow, where's the market in the world? And I go, okay, out of all these people doing a home-based business involved in some form of network marketing or MLM or traditional direct sales company, there's a huge Asian market of almost 70 million people. And then there's this 34 million in North America. And I go, man, what an opportunity. Let's dig in closer to what those people are interested in. Well, I love the fact that men and women are becoming equal in our platform because, in traditional network marketing, home-based businesses, direct selling, it's predominantly women that are really driving those things. Like there's all kinds of clothing companies, there's all kinds of jewelry companies and so on. And today, as you just said, Debbie, your husband is working with you on this. And we're seeing that. My wife and I work on this together. We're finding a united 50-50. And we're going to find that this industry allows families to really enjoy themselves when you attach it to the collectible industry. Then let's dig in a little further. What does it take to acquire a customer? Well, Debbie, you went to a trade show. You're giving them a gift to acquire a customer. It's called a cost to acquire a new customer. You recognize it because you understand business. That if I get them to come back to my website and they buy something, that small investment I made into them with that item I gave them will come back maybe 1, 2, 5, 10 times. Look at the money that Amazon spends to get one customer, $160. They know if they get you to buy once, you're probably going to buy again and again and again. And it's the same with all the other things. Currently, in my traditional space, my company that I do right now with my own staff that was 80 strong this summer, and my other company that my wife owns was 100 strong in her business. I mean, it costs us to get people to come in either to her restaurant or wedding pavilion or into our store. I figured it just this week, it's $47 a lead I'm paying to get somebody to click and come and look. That does not mean they're going to buy. And that means you've got to understand business. It's not easy. None of this is easy. You've got to make a commitment. So let's dig into where we are. We're the collectible market, biggest market in the world in terms of interest, because all 800 other companies in the world that are doing something from some form of potion, lotion, travel, service, or something, all combined does not add up to what the collectible market is in the world. It's a $458 billion industry today, expected to grow to $1 trillion in 2033. And guess what? Nobody else is doing what we're doing. It's a captive audience of people. And in the US alone, there's 200 million people that collect something. Debbie, you found that firsthand at your trade show. All the people that collect something. You didn't even really realize it. And that was exciting for you. So now that we understand that there's a business case here, let's look at what we're talking about. A Collectorect is the name of the company. We have an ability for you to offer collections to people. Currently, 12,600 and growing items. And in behind that items, we've added it up recently. It's $25 million worth of inventory. You can point, click, and share. And if somebody buys it, you actually get a reward. So let's look a little closer at that. I mean, you could be a customer and your view would look like this. Pick a category, pick a price, search for something. And those people can find what they're looking for inside our search category. Okay, so let's just say they're a baseball collector and they want to find a baseball player, and they type in Otani, which is the Japanese leader in baseball that has caused Japanese to love the National Baseball League, right? The Major League Baseball League. Let's go a little bit further. So I want to dig into a different specific sport. It'll be there. You can search that sport. I want to find timeless treasures, things that you were talking about, Debbie, the Barbies and Beanie Babies. What about coin collectors and so on? Let's go a little bit further. What about trends that are hot on the marketplace? CollectorX will expose that and let people buy those items right from your website. What about comic books? CollectorX got over 2 million right now, packaged, ready to go for you, every one of you that see this video that say, oh, what does it cost to get started here? Can I get involved? Yes, for $9.98, you could be a partner, a member of somebody that introduced you to this video. Could be Debbie and her husband, Steve. I mean, comic books are absolutely a huge market. Folks, go to collectorxmagazine.com and read about all these different collectibles. collectorxmagazine.com. Let me go a little bit further. What if you were interested in these trinkets? There's hundreds of them. And here now is a back office of a member. And notice the link there that's next to the 40 BV of the Disney item. I start recognizing I get business volume if somebody buys an ET, or they buy this Winnie the Pooh, or they buy this 101 Dalmatian puppet. Let's look at some more things. What about if I wanted Lionel trains? All of these items are on our website for you to point, click, and share. So if somebody buys it, you get paid a commission. That's how crazy this is. You don't deliver it, the company delivers it. What about if you wanted coins and collectibles like this? I mean, I just recently bought the Morgan and Peace Dollar collection there because I wanted to get the random collection of coins that Dave's team was putting together. You see, this all starts really in 1998 when Dave started acquiring all of these things for the last 40 years. Now he's bringing them to the world. What if you're into hockey? Our hockey collections are incredible. NASCAR, all of the categories you'd want, baseball, football, hockey, soccer, they're all here. Golf, tennis, it's amazing. Okay, so I wanted to touch base with you, and it'll lead to the big kahuna launching in 2024, the Vault. And the Vault will be your ticket to share collectibles that not very many people in the world have. See, stores are looking at what we're doing now because they can't get the Vault items, which are the $1 million items in their store, but their customers may want the items in the Vault, and they can learn how to earn a commission off of what's in the Vault. You'll learn more and more about that in other Zooms, but if you're interested in what I'm saying, here's your options. You'll go to our Join Our Team section at the bottom of the website that was sent to you by a member. The member will have an app with a link they can send to you. You can join for free to take a look at what's going on, or you can become a member for $9.98. It's that easy. Now, if you want to know what the privileges and the membership advantages are, there's videos for each of them right at the bottom of the page. Go watch those videos. It's there. You don't have to be a salesman and teach the person. They can see themselves what it can do. Now, get in where you fit is an important thing we like to say because we don't want you to fill your graduate collectibles. We want you to learn how to be a gift giver, somebody who goes out there and shares the website and lets people find the things they want. So as I fill in my position with my email and my information, it opens up an opportunity if I want to be a member to a membership option. And as a member, look at my back office, a little different. You'll see something called Team Up with Us in the listing that was not in the customer file. Well, that's part of what Debbie was sharing with you that she was doing at the trade show. Let me dig a little bit deeper into this. So my membership allows me to buy a sample, a dugout, or a bullpen, but I also could buy all of the different collections that I just showed you. So collectorxcards.com is what Debbie was referring to. There's 3 different postcards available. One that leads people to a magazine on the front by hitting that QR code, and they can now read about all the different collectibles. And on the back side, it leads to their website with their information. See where it says your name here, your phone here, your email here, your website here. You'll fill that out on your order form if you want to go this route. There's a second one available that allows you to give a gift of a coupon. Okay, and at holiday time, right now, you could go out and learn how to give the gift of $5 to let somebody join your team or become a customer of yours. It's on one of these cards. There's a Save 5 coupon example here, and all you need to do for your customers is when they're in the checkout, put in Save 5, they'll save $5 off their $30 and above items. And you, as a member, are willing to say, hey, take that $5 off my commission because I want to acquire a customer. Just as eBay would want to acquire you, or an Amazon, you want to acquire them, okay? Here's the third card, postcard 3. Again, available at collectorartcards.com. This is the one Debbie was so excited about. See the space that's there, Debbie? You chose to attach the sports teams in your area, but when you go, as you're holding up right now, Debbie, and people are thinking, man, you're giving them so much, you're unloading the vault. What did you really have as a goal? Come off mute again, Debbie. What was your real goal of giving them that gift and that postcard?
My real goal was future business, to get them to eventually come over to my website and click on my website. And that was my goal. My goal was to get them to my website and let my website do the business.
So for the cost of that card that might have cost you all of $1 or whatever, you're hoping, and it may be 10 of those postcards get you one customer, maybe 100 postcards get you one customer. And what we know about the world of networking, home-based business, and direct sales is you never know who people know. And you may find that those postcards end up somewhere around the world because somebody gives that Lanny McDonald to a friend of theirs who they know is a big Lanny McDonald fan, right? You just don't know who they know, for an example. So I congratulate you on proving the concept of the postcards at a trade show recently. And folks, look at what happens in your site. Go to Team Up With Us, and there's 232 options for you to pick blocks of 100 that you'll pay $20 or $40, depending on the area, the rarity of the cards, the Barry Bonds of the world, whoever. There's page after page of these. I just gave you an example here. Pick them, buy them. You get paid volume on this. Somebody else is going to get a commission for you buying this, and then you attach them to your postcard and you give them away. That's how simple this business model is, folks. Then, if you choose to get involved in the business at $9.98, pick a package. There they are. The dugout for $99, the sample for $279, and the bullpen for $479. There is a video on what all three of those are when you get there. Watch the videos and you'll know the value. Again, you don't have to be the salesman. The video will do the selling for you because it'll tell the people why they want it. Okay, so get in where you fit in. That's our motto in our business. And just know that we want to teach you how to do what Debbie did. Point, click, and share postcards, share the QR code on your postcard, share your website, and just learn that people are going to want to say, okay, are you making money here, Debbie? Well, this is how we make money. We build teams, we get coached, we get coaching rewards for helping others. And every time somebody comes to your website and buys, Debbie, it's a repeat member or customer, you're getting an override we call a retail reward. You get paid. And that's our business model. Just pennies from heaven, right? It's like every time they come, it's like money falling, members, customers, they're paying you. That's what we do at Collect Direct. And the app is going to be something that you'll want on your phone, in your back office. Download it and start point, clicking, and sharing items, individual items from your phone to people that you might have interest. Post it somewhere. Just watch what happens. Watch future videos. But folks, if you're in Florida, you happen to know people in Florida, I'm going to be here on Sunday, this coming Sunday, the 10th. If you're watching this recording after that, of course, it's past December 10th. But if you want to come, it's free. We're going to do a live presentation, give away some gifts, and introduce this incredible company called Collect Direct to the world. Debbie, I mean, this was a lot of fun for me to do this with you and having somebody live that has had some success already. I just want to wish you all the best in the holiday season, you and Steve. I know I've met you in person. You truly are a member of my wife and I's future because you've bought into what we're doing. It's a fun concept, isn't it, Debbie? Everything about this is just no competition.
No, it's an absolute blast. We're having so much fun with it. And I just can't wait to the next day. I check the website out every day because there's something new added. And we're just having an absolute blast. I can't say enough about the people, the company, the product line. It's one of a kind. It's a whole heck of a lot of fun.
And I know my wife is a regular shopper, a regular gift giver. And all we're doing, folks, is finding those people out there that want what we have. And we know they're going to buy it regularly because of the regular items that will get added. That's why we call it a residual story. They'll just keep buying and buying and buying. And here's the beautiful part about every collectible that you buy. Put it away in a time capsule if you want. Imagine what it might be worth for your grandkids one day. No guarantee that you'll make money in Collectorec or your items you buy will go up in value, but I like the chances, okay? So I'll leave it at that. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully this recording helps you. And the person that asked you to look at this, hey, get back to them. I'm sure they'll give you a link that you can actually go get a free spot or maybe become a member for $9.98. Thanks for joining us. Debbie, you're amazing. Thanks for being on with me.
Thanks for having me.